Hey there guys, and welcome to the next collections volume here on the DuctTapeStuff channel. Got a really awesome video for you guys here today, so it's going to be a really great video. This is collections volume 10, so I really tried to make it a great video because 10 is obviously a big number and it's kind of like a anniversary, I guess, for the collections volume. So without any further ado, let's get started on all the cool wallets I'm going to show you in this video. Alright, so the first thing I want to show you first off is something I call the Fishbone Wallet, and basically what I was going for in this design was kind of see how much I could cut out of a wallet and actually still have it work as a normal wallet. So this was my first design here. I pretty much just took a giant chunk out of it here. Basically I just made the wallet and then just cut two giant chunks out of it. Now I think you can kind of see why I call it the fishbone, because it kind of looks more or less like a fishbone skeleton once you have all those parts cut out. So it works just exactly like a normal wallet. I'll show you exactly how it works here. You have like your one credit card there, credit card holder there, another one in the back, as well as an ID holder on this side with a clear plastic. And it works just like a normal ID holder, except it just has that giant cutout out of it right there. And you have obviously your billfold, a little awkward because it has this little piece here, but definitely was just trying to experiment with how much you could take out of a wallet and actually have it still work. So that's the first fishbone wallet that I made. I actually made another one, which I'll show you here. This one actually cut even more out of it and kind of a little bit of a different pattern. A while back I made a headphone holder that kind of had this kind of design to it, so that's kind of what I was going for in this wallet here. You can tell it works exactly the same way. So we'll slip these two cards in here and I'll show you exactly how it works. Pretty much the same way as the other one, but it's kind of cool. You get to actually see your cards in there. And this one, this ID holder is definitely very cut up because of the way that the cuts were made. So I'll slip that in here for you. I think I might be caught a little bit on the ID holder here. See if I can slip that in. There we go. No, maybe I'll try going this way. There we go. So there you have your ID holder with the clear plastic. Obviously you have this part cut out over here as well as the top part up here. So, and obviously you have your billfold right here in the center, which you would put all your cash and stuff like that. So that was my second fishbone wallet that I made. Pretty much the only two that I've made so far, but it's definitely something that I want to expand on in the future, because you can obviously cut a whole bunch of things out of a wallet and actually have it still work just like a normal bifold wallet. So that's something that I wanted to include in this collections volume. So on my last collections volume, which was collections volume number 9, I actually had a theme to it, and that theme was the Mario series of wallets. So basically following on that theme a little bit, I actually made two more wallets for the Mario universe. The first one here is a Goomba Wallet, which you can see right here. Basically just the mud puddle brown with a beige and a little black. I think the design is a little off because when I cut out this picture, I think it's obviously because he's walking towards you, and that's why his left foot is bigger than his right, but I'm not really sure exactly what that picture came from. But anyway, this is a Goomba Wallet, which you can see right here. It's got a bright orange background. The inside is actually kind of exactly like the Mario wallet, which I showed you in the last collections volume, which I have right here. The Mario wallet from the last one was a giant Mario level on the inside, kind of the end of the level. And this one is more or less towards the middle of the level, I guess. So you've got your, actually, you know what? I wonder if they actually connect fairly well. Let's see about that. Yeah, they actually do connect fairly well. I didn't realize that until about now. But yeah, so this one actually kind of copies off the design of this one. This one actually doesn't have any card holders or anything like that because it's just a mini wallet. But this one actually does have card holders, which you can see right here and right here. And obviously you got the little clouds and the stairs and stuff like that. And this does have an ID holder with a few things sitting over top of the ID holder. So slide that in. Now Yoda looks like he's in the middle of the Mario universe, but anyway, there we go with our Goomba Wallet, which has the inside of the Mario level, probably towards the middle of the level, while this one was towards the end of the Mario level, but definitely a cool design to make. So that's our Goomba Wallet. The second wallet, I admit, was kind of missing from the last collections volume because I know a lot of people saw me made Mario, and well, you can't really have Mario without having Luigi, so I wanted to make a Luigi wallet here. Now, obviously this isn't the pixelated Luigi, which obviously has the pixelated Mario here, but it definitely is a cool design to make, and I'll give you a little zoom up of that. It's a little bit unusual with his design. I think it's because with the beige kind of, kind of complements his face pretty well. But the funny thing is that his nose is actually right there, and without any like border lines or anything, it looks, I don't know, I guess a little weird, but may look a little bit different on camera to you. But we have the just the Luigi design. Obviously, kind of like the 3D Luigi rather than the pixelated one. And on the inside, we have the pretty much it's the Luigi's Mansion a level from Super Smash Bros. Brawl. And I know Luigi's Mansion was another game for the GameCube, I believe, a while back. And we have two credit card holders, one on this side and one on this side. And we have the Mansion, electric blue on black with a little bit of yellow there for the lights, as well as a giant moon behind it. So if you guys are fans of Super Smash Bros. Brawl, I'm sure that you'll recognize that level from the game. So that's our Luigi wallet. So now we have pretty much those two wallets added to the Mario collection, the Goomba Wallet and the Luigi Wallet. So that's definitely a series I wanted to touch on in this collections volume. The next wallet was a very popular request. I know I got a lot of people who, after they saw my Halo wallets in the previous collections videos, actually wanted me to make a Call of Duty wallet. And I actually don't play Call of Duty at all. I'm mostly just strictly a Halo fan, but I know a lot of people wanted me to make one, so I did make one right here. Pretty simple design on the front. I actually didn't think this was going to be a very complicated wallet until you see the inside, because there's one image on the inside which was very, very hard to do. So we have our Call of Duty 4 wallet here. Just a basic black with gray and a little bit of white there for the of in the center. It does have on the inside the two companies that switch back and forth when they do make the Call of Duty games. You got Treyarch as well as Infinity Ward on here. And the Treyarch symbol was actually pretty simple to make because obviously, it looks pretty simple. It's definitely easy to make. But the Infinity Ward logo was extremely hard to make. I think it was a crazy design to make because of all these little just loops around it, kind of like an atom or something like that. But when I cut them all out and I tried to peel the design up to stick it on, all of those loops kind of just self-destructed on me. So I was really surprised I was actually able to get it on the wallet after a while, because I thought for sure that I was going to have to redo the entire thing again. But actually I thought it did come out pretty cool, as you can see on there. So I thought that all was lost when all those things started cutting off and just really messing up, but obviously, it came out pretty good, I think. So those two companies do switch back and forth when they make the Call of Duty series. You got one credit card holder over here and one over here. And this is an actual all-gray wallet, but it's just decorated with various colors to add a little bit of design to it. It does have an all-black billfold, which you can see in there. So definitely a really, really cool wallet to make as well as look at. So that's the Call of Duty 4 wallet that I wanted to show you guys. Okay, the next two wallets I want to show you are extremely cool because I spent a lot of time on them just to make sure they came out perfectly. As you know, I am an avid Lady Gaga fan. As you can probably tell, you can spot my Lady Gaga wristband here in a few shots. But I did make a few wallets with her on it. So the first one that I want to show you here is the Fame wallet, which is the album cover for the Fame, which is her first album, which was released in 2008. So I'll give you a close-up here, which you can see that. The tricky part about making this image was the fact that most of the album cover is actually kind of like a shadow image, so you kind of have to figure out where the shadow begins or where the shadow ends, as well as the colors for her face actually begins. So that was kind of tricky, but I think I did a fairly good job coming up with that. As you can tell, it's got got the little Fame over here as well as Lady Gaga on the bottom. I think the toughest part about making this one was the teeth, because I wanted to make sure that they came out right. I know if I didn't really do a good job on the teeth, it would probably have looked really, really weird. So definitely tried to make sure that the teeth came out right. So that's the album cover for the Fame on the front. The inside has a Poker Face theme because Poker Face was one of the best and best-selling songs on the Fame album, so I wanted to give the inside kind of a poker face theme. You've got the 4 aces over here, and there's a credit card holder there. It's kind of like the poker face theme here, as well as this is a still image of her inside the Poker Face music video. So I guys give you a close-up of that so you can see it. Spent a lot of time cutting out all these little pieces and kind of applying them, so I definitely think that it came out really, really well, and you can obviously tell that it's her, so that's always good, and I think I did a really good job on that. But it does have two credit card holders, as I just showed you. You got one over here, as well as one over here. So that's the Fame wallet. It's got a Poker Face theme on the inside, as well as the album cover for the Fame on the outside. So that's the first Lady Gaga wallet that I made. I actually made another one This is the alternate album cover art for The Fame Monster, which was her second album in 2009. So you can kind of see here. This one is an all gray wallet, but it has you know, the black and the white to kind of contrast on here. The really interesting part about this was that on her I guess her dress here, it actually has a whole bunch of reflections from where the flash of the camera hit it, and that's kind of what these little spots and designs are on here. So it was really a lot of fun to make this wallet. Definitely a really cool wallet. It did come out really nice. I was really proud of that. So on the inside, it has just the Fame Monster text on there, as well as a little bit of lightning bolt on here, which is definitely one of her themes. So we have 2 credit card holders over here, as well as an ID holder right there. So that's the inside of the Fame Monster wallet, and obviously you have that part on the front. So I'll show you those 2 wallets. Definitely really cool wallets. I had a lot of fun making those, and this is probably going to be a recurring theme in future collections videos. So hopefully you guys get used to seeing these. So those are my 2 Lady Gaga wallets I spent a lot of time making. Okay, so we are going to wrap up the wallet portion of this video with 3 really cool wallets. Now, a while back, I think in Collections Volume 3, I first showed you the Sonic wallet here, which had the Sonic on the outside as well as the level on the inside, which was, this is probably one of my most popular wallets to date, so I definitely wanted to include that in this collections video and a few other different wallets. So first I made the Sonic wallet, which was Collections Volume 3. Eventually I later made a Knuckles wallet, which you can see there. Then eventually a Tails wallet and a Shadow wallet. And if you've been watching my collections videos over the years, you have seen all those before, but you have not seen these. So the next one I made was a Gold Sonic wallet, which you can see here. Just a dark blue background with the gold Sonic on there, with a little bit of, you know, color on the outside. The gold Sonic is, I don't think it's not as complicated as the one down here, because most of it is just a solid color yellow. So you do have to make like those tiny little lines where a lot of the border lines would be, but it definitely, I think, came out really cool, and you can see that right there on the gold Sonic wallet. The inside has kind of like a Chaos Emerald theme to it. You know, you got your, I'll show you the credit cards as well as the ID holder. You got one there and one right there. And you have your ID holder over here, which is obviously bordered with flame and a little gem right there. And the back is actually also decorated as well. It's got that, obviously, the border line for the flame, as well as a few other emeralds. So definitely a very cool Sonic wallet to make. So now I actually have 2 of the actual Sonic wallets, if you don't count Shadow. So we'll make room for that right over here. Oh, scoot that back over here. So we have those for now, and then we're going to be expanding it into 2 more, so I'll show you those next. The next one that I wanted to show you is Cream. Now, a lot of people do request Cream because she is one of the most popular characters in the Sonic universe, so I wanted to put Cream the Rabbit on a wallet, and you can see her little buddy Cheese right up there, which was really cool to make. Definitely a very complex design. Got a lot of little pieces in there which kind of fit together to make the Cream wallet. It's got a purple background, obviously, with a stripe, which is kind of the theme on most of the Sonic wallets here, so you can got that right there. The inside is really cool. This is actually the wallet that I showed you how to make the Ziploc coin pouch on. It's got Cheese again, as well as this is the Ziploc holder right here. So you can put your coins and stuff like that into there. And then you have Cheese once again. He is a real cutie, isn't he? Anyway, and we have over here, we have another kind of a stylized ID holder with a little bit of kind of a swirl on the top there. So you can see that. So that is pretty much the Cream and the Cheese wallet, which you can see there. That's the next addition to the Sonic collection. And we actually have one more. So I made Sonic, and I actually had to make an Amy wallet. Amy is pretty much the self-appointed girlfriend of Sonic in the series. That's why we have a little bit of the blue on the back there to kind of match the Sonic. So this design pretty much gave me nightmares because it was so difficult to cut out. There were so many little different pieces cut into there that just was driving me absolutely crazy. So kind of had nightmares about this one, making sure that it all came out correctly. But I think it did a pretty good job, and it definitely does look like Amy, so I'm happy about that. So we have Amy there with her, obviously, her hammer on the side. The inside has a really cool theme, kind of like a Sonic love kind of theme, because like I said, she is his girlfriend. So we have like a couple hearts with the Sonic head right there, as well as her hammer right here on the side. And this actually has 4 credit card holders. You got 2 regular ones over here. And you do have 2 triangle curved ones over here. So I'll throw one behind it so you can kind of see that. So you can kind of see how that goes. It kind of slips in more or less like this. And then you have this one which slips in just like this. So you gotta have 2 credit card holders there. So that's pretty cool. Definitely a really neat wallet to show you guys. The Amy wallet is the, let's see, the 7th Sonic wallet to be created. So those are all the Sonic wallets so far. So hopefully you guys enjoyed all those Sonic wallets, and probably going to be touching on this in the future. There are a few characters that obviously have been left out from the Sonic series, so I will be making a few more wallets in the future with the Sonic characters on them. So now we're going to move on to a few other things I want to show you guys I want to include in this collections volume. So we'll move on to those other things right now. So a few other things I wanted to include in this collections volume 10, which was a really tiny mini wallet that I made. This was just kind of a little experiment just to see how small I could make a wallet, and this was kind of the first one I made. I really wanted to, I'm going to try to make them even smaller, just, you know, as a little hobby, just to see how small I can actually make a wallet. This actually is a working wallet if your money was actually that small. But I'll show you, it does actually have 2 credit card holders, which you can see right there. Obviously this is not going to fit in there, but you can definitely see those 2 credit card holders, as well as a tiny little ID holder right there, which I'll see if I can show you. There you go, so you can see that ID holder. It's got a little sheet of plastic in there, so that's a really tiny wallet. I did show you how to make a mini wallet before, but this is definitely even a minier wallet. So we just wanted to show that to you guys real quick, and we'll move on to a few other things I wanted to show you in this collections volume. Definitely a little tiny wallet. The next thing that I want to show you is kind of a new design of pencil pouch that was sent to me by Duct Tape Crafts with a Z. So hopefully I followed the instructions that you sent me. If you're watching this, you can correct me if I did make it a little bit not according to your directions, but basically it's just a pencil pouch which got a little bit of Velcro in there, as well as a dual pocket so you can put all your pencils and stuff like that inside there. So a huge thanks for telling me about this new design. Kind of an interesting thing to go with, so definitely wanted to show that to you, and thank you Duct Tape Crafts for kind of giving me the idea to make that. It was definitely a nifty pencil pouch, which I'll see if I can use. The next thing that I wanted to show you is my duct tape sculpture. I showed this in actually my first duct tape sculpture. I'm going to leave those Sonic wallets as a background because that does actually look kind of cool. This is my first duct tape sculpture that I made. I did show it in a tutorial, kind of like a surprise ending to one of my tutorials a while back. I'm not sure which one it was though, but this was my duct tape sculpture. It's basically a giant hand. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm a Marvel fan, a Marvel comic fan, so this definitely looks like Doctor Doom for some reason. That's just exactly what it looks like to me. Basically, I made it just by actually applying the stuff actually to my hands and then eventually, you know, just sealing it all up. I know people are going to ask, does it actually work? Well, not really. I mean, it did work when I actually made it, but after I got my hands out of it and kind of, you know, started sealing it all up, it definitely kind of doesn't, you know, my hands don't fit back into it again. But to help me make it, I actually did apply some Velcro here on the bottom, so maybe I could get my hand in there if I really tried to, but it's definitely an interesting creation to make. So this actually did give me an idea to make another really cool device from another superhero, but I will save that surprise for another collections volume or another tutorial coming in the future. So that's my kind of like a duct tape gauntlet, and I'm going to try to get a stand so I can just, you know, put it on a stand like this. Kind of have it like sitting up just like this. So definitely my first duct tape sculpture. I think it came out pretty good, so I'm definitely going to be tinkering with sculptures in the future just to see what kind of avenues you can take with it. And obviously, you know, you can go with a whole bunch of different cool things. Mine was just a hand with a little bit of a wrist thing here. So that pretty much concludes this collections volume 10. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. A lot of really cool wallets that I showed you in this tutorial. All the Lady Gaga wallets, Call of Duty, Goomba, as well as a few new Mario ones as well. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the tutorial. The collections volume. And I will see you guys next time on the channel. Check out the Facebook fan page. Subscribe if you want to. And we are now on Twitter. The Duct Tape Stuff Festival starts tomorrow. I will see you guys all out there. And I'll be making a short video tomorrow just announcing that I am leaving for that. So take care, and I will see you guys next time on the channel.